Hey everyone, welcome to a little sneak peek into what is coaching, what is Team Dream Builders, what the heck it looks like to be an online personal trainer, fitness coach, all the things. So, I want to jump on, give you a quick overview of who I am, what Team Dream Builders is, what we do every day, how we get paid, see if this could be a potential avenue for you to earn a side income, bring in a full time income like I did. Um, my name is Whitney Barr. I retired from corporate America. I was in corporate finance at 23. I decided to retire and go all in with coaching. And I was training for Ironman at the time. I was out on a bike ride during my lunch break and I thought, there has to be something better out there than this corporate world that I am living in, that ongoing rat race, right? And the thing that I didn't have was time. I didn't have a lot of time to build, a side business or to start something additional. And I wouldn't even know where to start with that. I studied business. I went to college, studied business, did finance, but I thought, I don't even know where I'd begin to start my own fitness business. So what I would when I was training for Ironman, every morning I'd go to the pool, probably 5 a.m. I'd get there right when the pool opened. I would jump in, get my miles in for the swim, get my meters in, and then head to work. Well, I was swimming with a gal who's also training for Ironman, and she's like, "Whit, you should look into online coaching and see if you could kind of build it on the side while working corporate and see if you even like it before you go all in with, personal training and giving up your business job." And it was a great paycheck. I was doing well working up the corporate ladder, but like I said, I just was not in love with it. So that started me on my journey. I started doing a little bit of research, looked up online coaching companies when I got home. And one of the first ones to pop up was Beachbody. So I asked her about it. And she's like, "Oh, yeah, that's that company that started P90X, Insanity, the at home workout programs." I had never done an at home workout program in my life. I was all about getting out, running, biking, swimming, being active, playing golf, basketball. I'd been in sports my whole life. Um, but what I loved when I discovered online platforms and the Beachbody coaching opportunity was two things that really appealed to me. One, I didn't have a boss and I could run it however I wanted. I could run online triathlon groups. I could run online couch to 5K groups. And I could use the Beachbody tools and the millions of dollars they had spent in creating these phenomenal, what I learned to be were phenomenal cross training programs for endurance athletes. And they had the meal plans to go along with it from registered dietitians in a space that I had no clue about healthy eating, meal plans, any of the above. When I was training for Ironman, I could eat whatever I wanted. So the concept of healthy eating wasn't really a thing to me. So I was so intrigued by the idea of just being my own boss and also not having a cap, because when I was starting to look into personal training in that space, I learned so quickly that I was capped at the income that I could create between 5 a.m. when I'd have my first client and 10 p.m. when I'd have my last client. There were only so many clients I could fit in a day. So I was going to be capped real quick at an income, at hours worked, my body that was just going to deteriorate over that amount of time putting into a job, a job, I call it. So needed something different. And this platform spoke to me. So we are an elite team. Dream Builders is within the Beachbody organization, but I think the thing that has got us there is the fact that we do it differently, and we're a team full of endurance athletes, former collegiate athletes, and we just do it differently than what I had always perceived was like the only way to do a Beachbody coaching profession, which was, oh, just help people from home and do their own at-home fitness programs, which is fabulous. I just had a misconception, I think, of what it was. And then coming in with a super active group of women who also were personal trainers and athletes, they were like, let's help people in person. We're already coaches, or we're already fit. We're already have this incredible base of knowledge with fitness. How can we help people from that spot? And then also mold what we already know and love and use Beachbody just as a tool, like one more tool in our tool belt to be successful with this. And that has allowed these women to grow 5-6 figure incomes where they are their own boss. They are designing it to fit what they already love, which is nice, and their own expertise that they already have in the fitness space. So that's a little bit about me. This is my new little baby, William. He's 7 months old. If you follow me on social, you see me post about him all the time. This was Ironman Cozumel. We had a torrential downpour that day during the marathon section, but the bike was beautiful. It was all around the island of Cozumel, 4 laps. Amazing. Wildflower, that's another real popular triathlon long distance that I do every year. It's right here in my backyard. Lately, though, it has been canceled with the drought and it got bought and sold out. But I live in California, so we have a variety of different races, marathons, Ironman, as well as half marathons, half distances, all the above that I love to compete in. And that was my fuel, was I want to teach people how to go from never having like even thought about running a triathlon or even running a 5K and go from sedentary to all of a sudden completely transforming their life. Because that's what it did for me when I found triathlon in college. Was I'd always played sports, but I was looking for that team aspect once I hit college, and I was looking for something to challenge me in new ways. And that's what I found with triathlon and with like ultras and running really long distances. And that's what because it changed my life, I always had this passion to help people and show how fitness can transform somebody's life and help people with that. So who are we? We are Team Dream Builders. We got started 7 years ago, like I said, when I was 23, and just had this passion for finding something that fueled my soul, fueled my heart. And I knew that corporate finance wasn't going to be it. What we do as coaches every day, here's kind of what a snapshot of it looks like for us. So we get to lead online fitness groups. And my very first fitness group was actually a triathlon training group. My crew it was all triathlon friends. I said, let's run a group. Will you guys be a part of it? And so they had to swim a number of meters per week, bike a number of miles per week, run a number of miles per week. And then I used the Beachbody cross training plans, the yoga, the weight training, the injury prevention, to supplement in on some of their double days or some of their off days, where they could then take care of their body in the way that we should be taking care of it as ultra and long distance athletes, but that we don't usually. And then I also got them on a meal plan. And that to me was the first time I had even explored clean eating and eating really well, and even supplements and how much they could help me along my journey. Taking a pre-workout, drinking a hydrate while I was on my 100-mile bike rides, and then taking a recover powder after and helping supplement the things that my muscles had lost while doing those long distances. So that's what we get to do every day, is help people start their journey, or sometimes not just start, but take their journey to the next level, take their fitness to the next level, take their nutrition to the next level. And we get to do that. We're a mostly team of women. We do have a couple men on the team who totally crush it. But that is a little bit about us. So when I first started coaching, I was, really figuring out, okay, and I had my own misconceptions of what I have to be and what I don't have to be. One thing I learned that I have to have, and who I look for our coaching team, are people who are coachable, people who have a drive to help. Like I said, like I didn't have a lot of time for this when I was started. I had small segments of my day. So I also learned that you don't have to be somebody who has a lot of time in order to build a 5 or 6 figure income with this, because I learned how to put it in the pockets of my day, like the smallest pockets. And now as a new mom, those pockets got even smaller. So I bring my coaches in and teach them how to do it with just minute amounts of time and still crush it and get to the goals they want to get to. You also don't have to have a huge social media following, which was new to me. I didn't have an Instagram. It wasn't even a thing back then. I think I had 200 friends on Facebook, and So all that to say, you don't have to have some kind of influencer, 50,000, 100,000 followers on any platform to be successful with this, to get started with this, any of the above. I show you how to build a brand on social media, how to become a fitness influencer, and how to, with attraction marketing, how to bring your market to you. So that's something that I love to give and mentor my new coaches in. And then another thing that I hear a lot when people get started is, I don't have a goal body, right? I don't have something that people look at and they go, oh, I want that, right? I think it's more relatable, honestly, to be on your journey to becoming your healthiest self. The six pack is wonderful. It's great, but it's not what, makes a successful coach. It's the relatability of being on a journey and also helping people who go, hey, I fell off this week, or hey, I missed my workout, or hey, I have injury. Like, how do I get back on? And being that relatable human being as a coach, I think is the most important thing rather than, some goal body. So, a little bit about just kind of how we earn the income structure. Three simple ways. If you have more questions about kind of the income structure, we can talk about that on a little brainstorm chat. Maybe we do a little coffee chat, you and I. We can do it virtually on Zoom, but three main ways: commission based, amazing; team cycle bonus, also incredible. And that's how the majority of your income will start to come from years into this business. So you really want to look for a team that's elite like we are, that's building like we are, because you want to tap into those team cycle bonuses. They become a huge part of that 6 and 7 figure income in this business. And then the third way are rank advancement bonuses. So every coach who joins, I help you get to those first few ranks in the business, all the ranks in the business I help you get to. But the first few are where it really starts to make a difference, those quarterly bonuses. So when you bring on, say, 2 new coaches to your team, women who are like us, they're active, they're fit, they're like, I want to build a little second income, maybe bring in some, part-time income for my family, right, to pay for the kids activities, start to save for me, I'm saving for my dog rescue. My husband and I, we have fostered and rehomed 44 different homeless animals, homeless dogs. And our dream is to open up a property in California, on the Central Coast, which costs millions and millions of dollars. So that's what my Beachbody income is growing towards. So as you get started, we can figure out, okay, what income level do you want to be at? Where do you want to hit? So I can help you get to the rank where you can start earning those quarterly bonuses that will fund that dream that you have, that will fund that lifestyle that you want to live, that will fund. Maybe have a coach on the team. She does Ironmans, and she just wanted her Beachbody income to pay for her Ironman races and pay for her training and pay for her ice baths and pay for the increase in, amount of food that you eat when you're training for a marathon, or the amount of massages that you need to get, and just self-care that you need to do when you're an endurance athlete. So those quarterly bonuses are great. Those start coming in at your first main rank when you help 2 people learn how to grow this business. And don't worry, you don't need to know how to help them. I lead the team mentorships, and we can partner up and we can help you grow your team and help a couple people learn how to do this business. So when you help 2 people learn this business, you start tapping into those quarterly bonuses, which are right around $1,000 a quarter. When you help 5 people learn this business and grow this business, then you get about anywhere from $3,000 to $4,000 per quarter, plus that 1,000 that you were getting when you helped the 2 people. Then you get to 10 people, that's right around $15,000 to $20,000 per quarter, plus the 5,000, plus the 3,000 to 4,000, plus the 1,000. And then the top rank in the company, which is what our team's shooting for this year, that's the 15 people that you're helping just learn the business, grow the business, help them get to their first rank. And I teach you how to teach them to do that. So don't worry, it's all in my mentorship and how I train my coaches. But that's when you're tapping into the 40 to $50,000 per quarter bonuses. So like I said, life changing, because here I was working in corporate America, making, a 2% increase in income each year when my boss was feeling generous and giving us a bonus of 2%, barely paid for the increase in cost of living, right? And then talk about personal training. You're totally capped with what you can make because you're based on the hours of your day. So that appealed to me so much, of no cap, it's as hard as I want to go. And I'm very competitive and I will work my tail off, as will the coaches on my team. Seems to be who I attract to this business are other incredibly competitive people who know how to push themselves and know how to shoot for a goal. So knowing that I could get to a certain rank and knowing that I could have an income potential that will fund the rescue that is going to help us buy our dream property, that spoke to me in volumes. Just a fun little section of other perks that the company offers to us for doing what we already love, which is mind-blowing to me. I feel like it's a unicorn job. Every month that you help 3 people get started on their fitness journey with like the Beachbody programs and a nutrition plan. Super easy. You qualify for what we call Success Club. And every month that you hit Success Club, so help 3 people a month. When I heard that, I'm like, 3? Like that seems fake. But that just shows you how few of us there are out there as coaches who have that heart to serve and have that heart to help other people. It's not a saturated market at all because everybody knows 3 people that they can help change the life of. So when I heard that, I'm like, I could help 3 people a month. You start to earn trips from the company for you and a significant other. These became something my husband and I looked forward to every single year because it was a full expense paid trip. And my husband is a workaholic. He never gets away from the office. He's a golf course superintendent. So he's up at 3 a.m. and comes home when the sun goes down. And these trips became the thing that were like our getaway once a year to just have to ourselves. And now we get to also take our little man along on any trips that we want to, or maybe we'll leave him with the grandparents because that is such a special trip to us. So just fun incentives for helping people and doing what we already do as athletes, which is inspire others. And then the trainings and the conventions. So every year we have a fun team retreat convention in a different city throughout the US. And these are open to our Canadian coaches, our UK coaches, our France coaches, and of course our US coaches. We meet in a place and you get the top trainings from the top trainers in the entire world. So the Tony Hortons, the Autumn Calabreses, the Chalene Johnsons of the world, and then also motivational speakers come in, the Trent Sheltons, the John C. Maxwells, the Brendan Burchards, just to give us like the best 4-day experience of all time. And you take so many tricks home with you of how to make your business better, how to be a better leader, how to be a better coach, and you learn the latest in the industry. It's truly phenomenal on top of the team building and getting to meet all of us in person, sometimes for the first time if you're a new coach, getting to meet the team in person. So that's a little bit about the trainings and conventions, the trips, and then how we earn. So getting started with your business, this is exactly the same as when I started 7 years ago. $160, like literally nothing to start a business. When I started looking at like brick and mortars or starting my own personal training company and the platforms that I would have to grow in order to put into it, the customer service and the inventory, it was thousands of dollars. And this was $160 and I could have my own business. So that spoke to me as well. And then it's $15 a month, $16 a month, $15.95, I should say, every month after that to keep your websites going. For Beachbody, take care of all the customer service end for us. So they send out our nutritionals to our products. They obviously take care of the whole back end and the whole Beachbody on demand side, which is like Netflix for workouts. For all of our clients, it has the yoga, it has the weights, it has the cardio, it has everything our clients need. Beachbody does all of that for us, including the R&D, the shipping, the customer service. I mean, it's phenomenal for $16 a month. Amazing. On top of that, I just really, the $160 when you get started, that gives you the Beachbody workouts for the entire year, all the whole on-demand, unlimited access, as well as all the meal plans and the nutritional platforms. Like I said, I had no clue about nutrition. So for me to be able to learn that and then be able to teach my clients that and hook them up with the nutrition platform, I had full access to that as a coach for my $160. And I got to choose if I wanted to start with whatever nutritionals I wanted to start with for that $160 too. So I picked they have Energize and Recover line, which is actually our Ironman performance line. So Beachbody and Ironman North America Series teamed up to offer their elite nutrition products to the Ironman racers, to elite racers. And that's the caliber of nutritionals that Beachbody stands behind. It's not the fillers. It's not the crap. I get customers all the time saying, I could just buy some stuff at GNC. I could just buy the stuff at Costco, Walmart. I'm like, you got one body. You need it to perform for you. You are what you eat. Do not be cheap, easy, or fake, right? All those things. Pay for the best stuff so that you can perform the best. Why would you buy a Lamborghini and put regular diesel in it or cheap filler fuel, right? You have this beautiful specimen, and it's time to start putting the best nutrition in it. So that is kind of startup costs. And I just really recommend to my coaches, like, try different products throughout your coaching journey. It's so much easier to be a coach and actually using the products and going, I like this. I like this. I use this before my bike rides. I use this after my swims. I use this in my Energize and my Hydrate. I used it my entire couple marathons along the whole course. I carried my own nutrition. So it's so much easier as a coach to be using this stuff. So I just tell my coaches, like, there's no monthly minimums or things that you have to hit or sell, which is really nice. That spoke to me as well when I looked into this business. But that's just an encouraging thing that I encourage my coaches to do, because if you're not, you kind of become that icky salesperson of like, well, here's the product. You should do it. I don't do it, but you should do it, right? Gross. We don't want to be that. And then what it looks like kind of in the next, like your next steps in this business. So say you got your new coach package, $160. First 30 minutes, you and I jump on and I send you my New Coach University, which is just a simple Google form. It's all the first steps to take in your business to get you launched. And most coaches finish it in a day or two. And then you and I jump on a one-on-one call. We talk about your target market, who you want to hit, what your goals are with this, income-wise, how much time you have to dedicate to this. It might be, a few minutes every day. It might be, okay, I have 3 hours a week that I could dedicate to this. Okay, I have 15 hours a week I could dedicate to this. So we jump on that one-on-one call, really figure out how this could fit into your life and what you already do. Maybe you have a coaching business, and what that would look like for you. Because you have your goals, and my goal is to help you hit those goals. So I'm never going to inflict my goals on you, right? My mission is to help you create exactly what you want to create with this. So that's what that call's about. And then I host every month I've started a new one every month, a 5-week new coach mentorship. And this is where we start to go a little bit deeper. How to become a fitness influencer, how to expand your reach and grow your brand on social media, if that's an avenue that you choose, how to become an in-person coach. A lot of people haven't experienced the in-person side of coaching yet. And if that's an avenue that you want to explore, I show you how I did that. Basically give you all my models that have helped me get to this rank and be this successful in the business, so that you don't have to like reinvent the wheel. You can use my models, bring your own spice to it, bring your own input to it, make it your own, because my other goal is to have you surpass me in this business. When I first signed up, I remember telling my dad, and he's like, is that one of those pyramid scheme things where the person who gets in first like benefits off of everybody else? It's my dad, by the way. Dad voice. And I was like, first of all, Dad, I don't even know what a pyramid scheme is. Later, I learned and looked it up. They're actually illegal, and they get shut down immediately when they get started, because it's a transfer of like this promise or this hope of creating an income, and you buy into it, and then there's no like goods or service exchange. It's really strange. I don't even know how they originally got started, but they're a scam and they're illegal. So the second part is, no matter when you start your Beachbody business, you can surpass me. You can surpass anybody in the company that started. It's all like a free-flowing machine, which is amazing. So my goal with all of my coaches is, I'm going to get you to surpass me. Like, that is my goal. I want you to go higher in this, if that's your goal, right? If you're like, I want to make 7 figures in this business, I want to make 8 figures in this business, whatever your goal is with that, I can help you get there. And I want to help you get there and surpass any status that I'm ever at, even though I got into business first. That doesn't even matter in this. So that's a beautiful thing that I was able to then go back to my dad and show him too over the years how I've made the top ranks in the company well beyond anybody who got started before me. So that was really, really like a load off, I think, for him, but it's a generational thing too. Our parents always are like the most skeptical, I think. So that's a little bit about the new coach mentorship and kind of next steps of getting started with this. And then I'll also teach you how to run your first group and give you the model of how I started mine. That triathlon group was the first one I did, but how to tie the Beachbody programs into that and how to make it your own, how to add your own flair to it. So we start running your first group too, and I help you with that. Start bringing in your first paycheck, helping your first 3 people, so that if you do want to earn those trips as well, you can start hitting those ranks. Please, please, please send questions, anything you want to know about this business. I'm super open book about it. I would love to help. Anything you've thought of kind of as I've explained some of this, or you want more in depth of, send those questions my way. I'm happy to jump on a fun little Zoom chat with you. We can sip on coffee or water and chit chat more about what this could potentially look like for your life, for, bringing in an income for your family. Like I said, we have so many incredible women on the team. Kimmy here, she's a multiple time Iron Woman, also an aerospace engineer for Northrop Grumman, and she just retired from her full-time aerospace engineer job to go coaching full-time and training for Ironman full-time. Lisa here, she's a personal trainer. I met her, we started personal training in the same space in San Luis Obispo. She was watching my clients get way better results way faster. She's like, what are you doing for them? And I told her, I'm like, dude, when they're not with me and seeing me a couple times a week, I give them homework. Like, they have Beachbody programs that they can do for their homework, where they can stretch, they can do yoga, they can do extra little bit of weight training, they can do cardio, and they start hitting their goals faster. So that was what I provided as like another tool in my tool belt for my clients. Every personal trainer or group fitness instructor I run into, I'm like, this is a no-brainer to have this tool in your tool belt, because it just makes you that much better of a coach. And it gives you so many ideas in the workouts of new moves that you can give to your clients, new programs that you can set your clients up with to help them get better results. So just an incredible team of ladies from all different backgrounds, all different walks of life. Allison here, she's a PiYo instructor. So she does all group fitness stuff, also a health coach that added Beachbody to her tool belt to be able to have more tools to earn that extra income for her family. She's got 3 kids. A lot of the mamas on the team do have 3 babies. I just have 1 right now. I think we'll have a couple in the future, but that is just a little snapshot of the team, what we do every day, how we get paid, a little bit about just kind of online coaching. And I would love to know your feedback. I'd love to know if you feel like this could be the team for you, if you feel like you would fit right in, and this could be something that we can explore more. So like I said, shoot me a message. Let me know you watched this. Send me your questions, and then we can jump on a fun little Zoom chat and chat more. All right, talk to you later. Bye.